You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order? The fuck?
That's fine.
Hold up! Welcome back everybody to the Splash God Experience. I'm Splash Brother, also known as the Splash God, and we are back playing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, episode 16.
My man!
Ooh boy, so what happened in the last episode? We discovered Sakura's body.
Oh shit!
After her announcing her separation from the mastermind, she's not working for that fool anymore. She's with the boys now. She's with the homies. She loves that donut loving motherfucker, fucking Hina ass. Pretty sure she's got the hots for whatever. I don't know. But yeah, she doesn't work for him anymore. And boom, she's dead the next morning. I don't know what the fuck happened or what could have happened. I don't know how somebody could have bopped her like that because she has a wound on her forehead, I think. I wouldn't fight that for shit. No, fuck no. She'd probably like just roll my ass. So what are we looking for in this episode? Today's episode is probably going to be a little bit shorter because it's just pure investigation episode. Because I want to save the whole trial episode as one episode. But yeah, we're gonna investigate her death. Why is this? Why is that? You know, all that stuff. Gonna go into the nitty gritty into this shit, like we always do. If you guys enjoy the series so far, please leave a like. Let me know if I'm doing good on the comments. Come on. Come on, leave a comment. And if you're watching this, I mean, you are not subscribed, please subscribe. You'll be able to see content like this every now and then, you know? If you're new to the channel, welcome, first of all. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you haven't already, like, seen through all my other videos, you should go check it out, man. It's pretty good stuff. I work really hard on this stuff for you guys' enjoyment. I have a new playlist for Omori gameplay. If you don't know what Omori is, go check out on my channel. I have a new playlist. I explained the whole game. Well, not the whole game. I explained the synopsis of the game pretty badly, but I still do in the first episode. But go check that out. It's a new game. It's, you know, it's got a fantastic art style. I love it. It's like pixel, but it still looks amazing. And if you guys aren't aware already, there's a playlist for this gameplay. If you want to go check out episode 1 to now, it is on my channel. Go click on that. Go like it. Go love it. Go comment on it. Let me know what you think of my first impressions of this game. All that stuff. Other than that, guys, let's get into it. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrive, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
Bro, what?
What?
You're accusing us before you even begun this investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her, you hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know you. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Oh.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right, it's a Monokuma file. Ooh, and don't get so mad, Miss Asahina. Are you gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours? Oh. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew!
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through without a little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you though, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line here, right? Oh. Oh, Lele.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive
I
you.
hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. You know. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Hold up! Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to set foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
But what?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let something like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who's killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyways.
Yep.
No, I don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? But if you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
And it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura,
correct.
for those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who's killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigate. Better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with that chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow, after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way out, in or out, till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or some simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh,
In other words,
basically the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, doesn't that seem to fit? There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that wouldn't allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one out.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe?
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that, I mean there actually was an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Do you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So, when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities? Then, Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. Let's see. The way the killer set up the locked room. So I figured that out. The truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alrighty, time to find out this, or figure out this locked room mystery, but I'm gonna talk to these fools over here.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. Oh, jeez, already? He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
What the heck?
I already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma's file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But then But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. I'd stopped her, by force even. This never would have happened. Hina. Aw. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Hina's account. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked him to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Wait, is she in here? Is Toko in here? Okay, Toko's not even in here.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
Yeah, fuck no, I don't know. And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance up against her. So what can I look at? I got scraps of stuff on the floor. Oh, there's blood in there. I didn't see that. Oh, there's handprints on this locker. Okay, nothing there. So a chair and what the fuck is that? Alright. Let's look at her body. Oh, this is kind of weird angle. Oh god. Dude, look at her thighs! God, that shit looks like a looks like a paved road. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blood of the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most is interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Oh. Interessante. Huh? The locker's open, and they're... Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint and all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So, there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then... what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint. Ooh, very interesting indeed. What is this? Shards? Oh, it is shards of glass. There's shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura is sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor. Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. So, obviously it was one of those bottles. So, there are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, How'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the bow placed inside. You've never seen that. Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So, this is a Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was a weapon. Okay then, what's this thing? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
That's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we got into the warehouse, I took the entire box to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. Really like them that much.
'Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. Aw, yeah, her sad face. But now, they've lost all their flavor. You know. Polka dot candy wrapper. That's a big ass piece of candy, god. It's like almost as big as her foot. Jumbo candy. Actually sounds delish. Okay, are these two separate things? I think so. That same shelf of magazines. That's a shelf? I thought that was like a piece of cardboard. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay, that was pointless, I think. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain. Oh, it's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, she died around 12 at noon. So roughly an hour ago. What was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Terrasante. Chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used in the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special done to it. What is this thing? Looks like a giant pill bottle. Oh, it's a shaker. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
so...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A-Tac 2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can. Shards of light blue. Oh, shards of light blue glass. There must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. What does that mean?
So...
Oh, what does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? Not sure I see how. Empty protein drink, so... I'm kind of curious. Is there anything glass besides that? Yeah. it should have came from the window. So he hit that little, it's a 4-corner thing. And he hit this corner to get to the door, which makes sense. So when he popped it, like, how is this involved? I don't know. I'm not detective. Alright, I think we're supposed to go check out the chem lab, right? This door's the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock. There's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used in the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it.
Hey,
Choose the ultimate must. I think I already.
certainly.
Yeah, I already. I think it's supposed to go out now. Oh, I'm not? What the hell? Am I missing something? Did I not? Let me talk to these fucks.
What?
Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, my bad. There's something I'd like to add. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says you didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks, Dick. Byakuya's account.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided that you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. Damn. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Yeah, I have to fucking press R. Those other two probably went back to the rooms. Oh, okay. Fast boy. I don't know where the rooms are. Oh. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds. Oh, this again?
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hallway. What a fucking weirdo.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Yuki already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess it's not totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the no. But I didn't go see her. I was so scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. Is that good enough? And then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account. God, she's so fucking weird. No, his room is here. Yeah. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
You know?
Oh, brother, Makoto, what's up, brother? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
Brother, how do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with, right? Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Tokyo to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you on a note? Yeah, I know, she,
How about that?
she gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, brother, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. Well, I'm here. Could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, while I'm here, sorry. Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry, brother. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
Huh? What?
Oh, shit. Fuck. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, brother, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, if you'll excuse me, lately. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? Definitely have to take a look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. Okay, yeah, so I gotta go back to the chem lab. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? Well, let's fucking go to the chem lab then. Alrighty. My throat. Hiro's voice is killing me. Makoto, do you have your eye in the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant was to say, yes sir, I understand. Fuck you, no. Oh, there's shit on the floor. There's a lot of shit on the floor. Okay, but what can I look at? Oh, a chance for Monokuma coins? Of course. Fuck, okay, whatever. Really? That's it? Well, hot damn. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shells have been connected together to make one giant shell. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shell? I have to be careful not to step in it. Oh, I looked at the shell. Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. So that's... Oh, are these separate things? There's a broken bottle. There's a broken bottle in front of the shell. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could have only been around the time of the incident. That really is what happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. So that's C4. In her bottle, she had C2, I think? These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shell. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. And it looks like garbage. So, how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No, asshole!
What?
Okay, now let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Oh, big dick energy? Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, you dickhead, fuck you. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of that shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder. Should take another look at this. Okay, no. So, on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no particular application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Dick! Why is he roasting me? What the fuck? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Okay, so I am looking at all three. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put it here on accident? Oh. On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, I don't know, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with the label from the Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf. Oh fuck, did she accidentally drink poison? That's probably why she was vomiting blood, right? I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Alright, so that's everything, I guess. Let's see if we can talk to him one more time.
I see.
Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues, but you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Okay, thanks for the fucking advice, dick. A fucking Audi. What the fuck is it? Okay. There. Where is it? Rec room, okay.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. So she said the bottles, the magazines. Fuck, what else? And Sakura's body, okay. I guess we'll look at her body. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? Not female. There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoe.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is a wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, what do you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. there's absolutely no trace of blood on either one of them.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Alright, and the bottles. Again. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Something new. Huh.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you're sure to find it. A correlation? Is it because they're all chess pieces? Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I give up. I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in their outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? Oh, thanks. Oh, wait, what the hell? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottles.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of broken Monokuma bottles? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byaku is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Just as I finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? Oh, I just noticed a smug face. Look at that smug face.
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. What do you want? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. Did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. No way. What the fuck? Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment. I am fucking... I don't understand. And she said the magazine, right? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue... Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. What? Oh, it says fucking Toko! Oh shit! No way! This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be? A dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their fingers to write it. Dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of the others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That's just Toko, right? Give me a minute. Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's a killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive
It's
you.
settled. She's a killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message. Oh, that's it? Oh shit! This video is about to be short as fuck.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time? But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh, fuck. Well, okay. Alrighty, guys. That's it for today for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, episode 16. The next episode is going to be the fucking trial episode. What is this, the fourth trial? Yeah, the fourth trial. The execution of the murderer who killed Sakura. Whatever the fuck her last name is. The fucking big, bulky, ultimate martial artist. I really didn't expect to be investigating her death, like, at all. I thought she was gonna pull through the whole thing, and honestly, I figured that towards the end of this, she would, like, just beat the shit out of Monokuma or whatever. I don't know. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, guys, please leave a like on this video and a comment of your favorite moment, or maybe a question that you have, since some suspicions, maybe even a guess at who did it. But if you know, please no spoilers, or else I'm gonna have to, like, block that comment. If you haven't already, check out the previous episodes that lead up to now in the playlist on my channel. It's a good watch, I promise. The beginning episodes are kind of funny because I'm still trying to, you know, make out the voices of the characters, but as we go on, I get less and less characters to do, so it's easier to remember now. So also, guys, if you haven't checked out the Amori gameplay, go check that out. I promise it's a good game. It's really cool. I get, like, jump scared twice in one episode and I nearly fucking pissed myself. It's pretty funny. I do voice acting in that one too, by the way. So, oh, before I forget, guys, this series will most likely be coming to an end soon, since we are boiling down to the last few contestants, I guess you can call them. There is like 4 games in total to this series. It's Danganronpa 1, 2, it's Danganronpa 1, like another side game. There's 2, and then there's 3. If you guys want me to play those games, please let me know in the comments. I might just do it anyways because I do love this game. Alrighty guys, that'll be it for me today, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Splash God experience.